How's it, my friends? And today I'm gonna do something different. Yay! After struggling with airbrush holders for a while now, I decided to look for a custom, probably DIY version of one. The two main features of this holder is sturdiness and ease of use. Something that seems to be lacking from all the factory holders, from the cheap Chinese to the fancy Iwata holders. I've been there with all of them. So behold the PVC pipe airbrush holder. This thing should be on those late night selling channels. Yes, up there with the best of the best floor mops, vacuum cleaners and sex toys, with a fancy British accent, trying to sell it to me for a but wait price. No, seriously, I was actually quite surprised at how unbelievably well this holder works. Easily 100% improvement over any store-bought holder. That is quite sad actually. Also, the whole thing is modular, so you can make other stuff as well, or you can make a single airbrush holder or as many as you require. The crux of the complete holder is this little pipe connector from a company called Fit that makes furniture grade PVC pipe and other fittings. And now once again, I have no affiliation with any company whatsoever. Now, I'm no industrial designer or engineer or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure the reason this pipe connector works so well is the fact that it will hold your airbrush at 3 points of contact all the time. I have 3 brands of airbrush that simply just fit exceptionally well into this connector. And they are Grex, Harder & Steenbeck and the GSI Krios Pro Convoy. No adjustment, no fiddling. They just fit perfectly. You have 2 options when it comes to connecting the whole thing together. Option 1, cut 5 cm pieces of pipe as connectors. Option 2, use the Fit connectors to connect the fittings. This will require you to use PVC clear glue. I am using the pipe pieces in this case because I want to keep my holder modular, but more about connectors later on. Another key fitting is this piece that Fit calls table screw caps. This is what the complete holder connects onto your bench or desk. Next are some 45-degree fittings, some T-piece fittings, some dome cap fittings if you want to make your holder look nice and neat. Sticky little buggers these. And this is not even the correct size, by the way. I will be using 3/4 inch PVC fittings. This is a key factor. You need to pay attention to this. Inside and outside diameters are key. I will say it again. Inside and outside diameters are key. I know this because I made all the mistakes already and paid the price. So let's get on with this holder. The piece of pipe, the 5 cm cut piece, goes into the table screw cap fitting. Cross fitting goes onto that. Now, you don't necessarily need a cross fitting. You'll only need one of it if you're going to make a holder with 3 or more airbrushes. Another 5 cm pipe goes into the top, and the first of the 45-degree fittings goes on top of that. Now the little miracle pipe connector fitting goes into that. Pay attention here. This fitting is actually a 3/4 inch inside diameter connector. If you were making regular PVC furniture, this would be the incorrect fitting. But for making this holder, you need to use the supposed incorrect fitting for the airbrush receptacles. So let's expand the rest of the holder, and of course here you can add as many as you would like to have. Okay, so there is the basic concept of construction. As I said earlier, from here on you just continue adding T-pieces for the amount of airbrushes you plan on holding. Let's Speedy Gonzales through this part. I find the need for the 45-degree fittings to give you clearance for your airbrush hose or line, and I have accomplished what I was after: sturdiness and ease of use. Of course, you can adjust the angles of nearly everything to fit whatever type of airbrush you have. Because of the modularity of these fittings, you can just about build any holder you can think of. I have just one tip, and that is to always make sure you have enough clearance for your airbrush hose or line. A simple piece of pipe cut to length will work best for a solo holder, for example. Once the holder has been assembled, it will have to be fitted. Test fitting is of course required. I'd rather measure twice and drill once. For this table screw fitting, I used a number 8-32 1¼ inch machine screws from good old Home Depot with the required washers. This was to fit it through a 1/2 inch IKEA shelf. I used machine screws instead of just regular old wood screws because I don't believe the wood screws would have held something like this in place for too long, especially because of the constant action of removing and replacing your airbrush. More about connectors and connections as promised earlier in the video. 5 cm pieces of 3/4 inch PVC pipe fit very snug, so you don't really need to glue fittings together, and it keeps your complete holder modular for future add-ons. If you press the piece of pipe in all the way, you will probably have to use something like channel locks to remove it again. So that's the pipe connectors method. Let's move on to the actual connectors from FormuFit. These are the connectors that all my airbrushes have fit into exceptionally well. The color difference doesn't mean anything there, it's the same size. You will notice that they go into the 3/4 inch fitting too far, but that is what you want in this case. Here is the connector that is required to connect 3/4 inch fittings together. Notice I said fittings, not pipe. The smaller connectors, like this one, will connect 3/4 inch pipe together. There is a significant difference in size because of how PVC pipe connects together, so please pay attention to this. The connector slides into the fitting much easier than the 5 cm pipe pieces I used previously. So with these connectors you will have to use PVC cement, preferably the clear stuff. You don't need the PVC primer, the cement works just fine for our needs. But it has to be PVC cement, because other types do not work on PVC pipe. I would glue the 45-degree fitting to the connector and not glue the bottom in, so that it can swivel around in the T-piece. So with the connector, you'll have something that swivels freely, while with the 5 cm pipe pieces, you will have something that is adjustable but does not spin around freely. So with that, we have come to the end of this, what I hope was an interesting video. If you like this kind of content, then please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.